Everyone, welcome to my channel where we make science easy, fun, and memorable. Today we are diving into one of the most important pathways in our body, glycolysis, that is, glucose breakdown. So let's dive right into it. What exactly is glycolysis? It's the first step of cellular respiration happening right in your cytoplasm, no mitochondria needed. In glycolysis, one glucose molecule, that is a 6-carbon sugar, gets broken down into two pyruvate molecules, that is a 3-carbon sugar. And guess what? We also make two ATP and two NADH in the process. That's your energy payday. The journey of glycolysis is divided into two phases. Phase 1, which is an investment phase or the ATP spending phase, and phase 2, which is a payoff phase or ATP earning phase. Glucose enters the metabolism into the cytoplasm. Here, glucose first is stacked with a phosphate using 1 ATP with the help of enzyme hexokinase. We get the sugar, glucose 6-phosphate. This glucose 6-phosphate is slightly rearranged into a different sugar, that is fructose 6-phosphate, with the help of enzyme phosphohexoisomerase. Phosphofructokinase, the next enzyme, then adds another phosphate from ATP. This is the checkpoint, the big commitment step. Result, we get fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, that is a fructose molecule with a phosphate attached to first and the last carbon. Next, the enzyme aldolase comes into the picture. It splits the fructose into dihydroxyacetone phosphate, which is also known as DAP, and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, also known as G3P. The dihydroxyacetone phosphate molecule is converted to glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate by the enzyme phosphotriose isomerase. This ends the phase 1 of the pathway. At the end, we get two glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate molecules. These two molecules of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate now enters the phase 2 of the pathway. The phase 2 starts with the enzyme G3P dehydrogenase, also known as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase, which adds a phosphate to each G3P and makes NADH. This leads to the formation of 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate. The enzyme phosphoglycerate kinase takes that phosphate back from both the molecules of 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate, which leads to the formation of 2 ATPs per molecule. And also, we get 2 molecules of 3-phosphoglycerate. The 2 molecules of 3-phosphate glycerate are rearranged to 2 molecules of 2-phosphate glycerate. This step is converted by the enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase. The enzyme enolase enters and removes water from both the molecules of 2-phosphoglycerate, which results in the formation of 2 molecules of 2-phosphoenol pyruvate, PEP, that is in high energy intermediate, before the final step. Final step, the 2 molecules of phosphoenol pyruvate along with the enzyme pyruvate kinase converts to 2 molecules of pyruvate. This results in the formation of 2 ATPs, that is 1 ATP per molecule. The pyruvate produced is the final product of the glycolysis. Then, these are the 10 steps of glycolysis pathway. But there are some of these steps which we need to remember, especially these. These are the magnesium dependent steps. Here, magnesium ion is required for these steps to occur. Along with these 3 steps which are irreversible. Other than that, all the steps in the pathway are reversible. The enzyme hexokinase, phosphofructokinase, and pyruvate kinase are hence referred to as the key enzymes of the pathway. At the end of the sugar saga, what do we get from one molecule of glucose? We get 2 molecules of pyruvate, 2 molecules of NADH, and net 2 ATP. Let us take a look at the importance of the glycolysis pathway. The glycolysis pathway is also known as Embden-Meyerhof-Parnas pathway. It happens in all cells, whether it be bacterial, animal, or plant. It is an anaerobic process, meaning it does not require oxygen, but it feeds into aerobic respiration or fermentation when oxygen is low. Well, that is why this pathway is important. Say this out loud. Hungry Peter Pan and the grumpy pirate picked excellent pretty pumpkin. Each word in this represents the enzymes in the pathway. Glycolysis in a nutshell. Glycolysis is breaking down of one glucose to 2 molecules of pyruvate and getting paid in energy. It happens in your cytoplasm. No oxygen or fancy mitochondria needed. What do we earn? We earn 2 net ATP, 2 NADH, and 2 pyruvate. Why does it matter? It powers your brain, muscles, and the cells even when the oxygen is low. And of course, don't forget our magical mnemonic, Hungry Peter Pan and the Grumpy Pirate picked excellent pretty pumpkins. That's your 10 glycolysis enzyme disguised as fairy tale characters. Well then, now you'll never forget glycolysis ever again. And that's a wrap. If this made glycolysis finally make sense, drop a like and leave a comment with your own mnemonics. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more science that's smart and a little silly videos. Till then, stay curious and keep learning. Bye.